This is Deon Thompson for Southern Illinois Business Broadcast. We're watching people get super excited over the sensor industry for the first time ever. This is an industry that has new competitors that have caused a stir from consumers to suppliers. You may ask yourself why. We have 6 new companies in the industry that plan to make this an extremely competitive and cutthroat endeavor. They all broke ground at the same time to bring some sort of cohesive unity as new players, but they all had dominating everyone else on their minds. We have Andrews, Chester, Digby, Erie, and Ferris, all new, but we want to focus on the 6th company that plans to bring glit and glamour to an otherwise mellow industry. Baldwin came into this with a great outlook. They wanted to have products with low prices and great quality, and this was going to be their driving force. They wanted homes and businesses to be filled with products that contained their sensors. This company was going to grow and be a dominating force for years to come. If you had smart devices, Baldwin was going to be the name that everyone knew for quality. Hold on, everyone. We have some interesting information coming into our newsroom right at this exact moment. Please bear with me, everyone, as I scramble over to our newsroom. I hear that we have an early morning interview with the CEO of Baldwin. I must be honest, this is an interesting turn of events that we have going on here. Let me go ahead and get you over to Abby in our interview room for this exclusive.
Good morning and welcome to the Southern Illinois Business Broadcast. I am Abby, and today we have a variety of topics to talk about, ranging from the stock market to the upcoming elections and even Winter Storm Diego and how it's going to affect your gas prices. But first, we'll be talking to the CEO of Baldwin Company about their recent bailout and how their company took an unexpected turn for the worst. He should be here any minute.
Sorry I'm late.
It's okay. Good morning, Mr. Findy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you taking the time to talk about your company that, shall I say, made life interesting over the past 8 years.
No problem. It's best that the story gets out so that others can steer clear of the pitfalls that caused Baldwin Corporation to rethink our entire sensor enterprise.
First, I would like to know what your strategy was going into this and when you first decided to step into the sensor game. You had been very successful in your other endeavors, like the Baldwin Bear Trap and the ever-popular Baldwin Beer Bong, but you've never done anything similar to these sensors.
Yeah, we wanted to get into a new space and find new ways to create revenue. Hence, we decided to go with the product leader with life cycle strategy. Since the industry was gaining momentum, we wanted to see if we could offer products that were price-friendly but also quality-driven to last over time. We went in thinking that if we offer Walmart prices, we will make Walmart money.
That's an interesting strategy since you've never done anything like that before. Within a few years, you could see that things weren't really going as planned. You continue to stick it out. How come?
First of all, we are a dynamic and proud company. We aren't the LeBron James of the sensor market, looking for the first opportunity to escape. We stand by our choices. We had introduced new products into the market to help build more of a brand. There was a time where we had Baker, Black, and Ball at the same time in the market.
Well, what do you think your biggest issues were?
Our misstep was not putting our products in people's faces constantly. We felt that word of mouth of new products would suffice, so we didn't have that high of a sales and promotion budget. Remember, we wanted to stay low on price, and in turn, we stayed low on promoting the product. If you could go back now, we would have the name Baldwin stuck in your head like the Quarters theme song.
Good point. On a positive note, what do you think your best decisions were?
Well, we kept human resources at the same budget and training hours at the same level as our pilot program. This has saved us a lot of money and kept our expenses low, and which also in turn kept our turnover low. We were also able to decrease costs due to investing in total quality management.
Well, good. Was there ever a time that you felt like your company could turn things around?
We thought as new products came out, we would create more profit, but our expenses just outweighed the revenue.
So did you stick with your original life cycle strategy the whole time?
Well, we considered changing our strategy, but overall, we stuck with this strategy all the way to the end. We thought we would be able to get out of the hole and like the strategy since it worked for our pilot program, but looking back, we probably should have changed the strategy earlier, but by the time we realized it, it was too late.
So in the end?
In the end, we decided to liquidate and sell the company. It was a good learning experience, and we plan on using this information and our lessons learned in any future business endeavors.
Well, at least you sold the company sooner rather than later. Would you mind talking about what you would do differently if you could redo this whole experience?
We could do it all over again. We would not let greed get the best of us. We tried to slash prices at the beginning, thinking we would steal sales from our competitors, but that backfired and left us with high carrying costs and low contribution margin. And like I said earlier, we will also increase our marketing budgets. At the end, we realized just how important marketing really is.
Well, we're sorry to hear about what happened. We were all rooting for your company. Do you have any plans for your next adventure?
We plan on going back to our original products and focusing on that aspect of the business. The sensor game was just not the right path for our company.
Well, I'm glad you're moving forward. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
And next, Bob will talk about the upcoming election and how people feel about a potential Hillary Clinton comeback.
Well, there we have the news. They were a young and dynamic company that had high aspirations, and now they're just gone. Missteps in different aspects of the company caused them to just cut their losses, which is understandable. The industry remains strong, but without Baldwin, it's just not going to have the same pizzazz. Unfortunately, Baldwin is in good company when it comes to successful businesses that have had to shutter their doors. We'd like to say thank you for spending the time and getting to know the company Baldwin. There were ups and there were downs, but the company kept pushing until the end. This is Dion Thompson signing off from Southern Illinois Business Broadcasting.